So how's everybody doing this morning? Y'all strapped in, plugged in? Can you all hear me okay? Yep. Okay, good. My name is Adrian, and I'm going to be your pilot today. Before we get going here, I need to give you a real quick safety briefing. Came with those little yellow packages around your waist. Those are your personal flotation devices. It's not likely that we're going to need to do any swimming today, but it's real important to remember that if you have to put your life vest on, you need to remove your headset first. They can pull that orange tab over your head. It's on. Your seatbelt should remain fastened at all times during the flight. If you lift up on the metal tab, your seatbelt comes away free. No smoking aboard the aircraft. Got a fire extinguisher on my right side. First aid kit, survival gear underneath the back seat. To operate the emergency exit, you pull down on this handle, which does a latch to the door, and they swing open all by themselves. They're pretty simple. Emergency exit up front is a little plastic handle below your knee down there. If you lift up on that handle, the door falls completely off its hinges. Gets to be a bit of paperwork if that should happen. We have safety briefing cards located throughout the aircraft. We've got a few up here in front. You'll also find them behind your shoulders in the back, behind the cushions. You're welcome to review these. I'll be more than happy to answer questions in further detail if you have any. And most importantly, we have these little white packages located throughout the aircraft. Got a few up here in front, and you'll also find these underneath the cushions of the back seat. Yeah, right there. Should be some here too. Nope, sorry. There you go. Thank you. That shouldn't be a problem today, but in case we have to use those this morning, accuracy is appreciated. I'm going to get some clearance from tower next, and we'll be on our way in just a moment.
Old friend, there were times I didn't want to see your face or hear your name again. Now those times are far behind me. It's so good to see your smile. I'd forgotten how you were the one who'd make me smile the way you do.
As we depart out of the Hilo International Airport today, we're going to be heading down to Kilauea Volcano. On our way down there, we're going to be flying over some macadamia nut trees just in front of us. This is the largest grove of mac nuts in the world, owned by Mauna Loa Macadamia Nut Company. They claim to have 1 million mac nut trees in inventory. The real tall trees down here are Norfolk Island pine, used mostly as windbreaks. The root system of a macadamia nut tree is very, very weak, so they need all the help they can get. And protection from the wind, they can get blown over quite easily. And you'll also see little brown trees down here. These are a very rare variety of macadamia nut. Those, of course, would be the chocolate-covered macadamia nut trees. We're going to be flying over some residential areas on the outskirts of Hilo here. And these areas are a little bit noise sensitive due to the fact that we have so many helicopter flights that come out this way each and every day. It's understandable that they'd be a little sensitive to the noise with all the helicopter flights. So we're going to do our best to try and keep the noise to a minimum and gain as much altitude as we possibly can, weather permitting, to cross over Paradise Park. You'll notice that just about every single home down below will have an above-ground circular swimming pool in their backyard. These pools are not actually used for swimming, but it's part of their water catchment system. What they do here is catch the water off their roof, it's drained into these pools, it's stored there, then pumped into their home, and that's what they use for their water supply. The reason they use this is because they have no city water. They have no city water on these areas, and they have no drinkable water underground, so they all have to rely on the catchment system for their water supply. didn't get all that high crossing over Paradise Park here, but we are going to start descending a little bit. And as we're flying around today, as we descend, air pressure can increase in your ears due to the change in atmospheric pressure. Sometimes that'll cause discomfort if your ears do not equalize properly. It's a good idea to try and keep them equal as we're flying around. You can plug your nose and blow, which will usually help it along quite a bit. Usually just a swallow or a yawn will be enough to keep them equal, but if for some reason you can't get them cleared, let me know. We'll level off, work on your ears before we continue our descent any further. Nice little rainbow trying to shine through out with this little patch of sunshine. When I used to think of a volcano eruption, I would always get the impression of a huge, giant, towering mountain with a big old crater up at the top, which is known as a caldera, and then lava, steam, smoke, gases, all the kind of stuff coming out of the top of the volcano and lava flowing down its slopes, like a prehistoric cartoon or an old movie or something like that. Now, these eruptions will occur out of the summit from time to time, not necessarily every single time, but quite often it will erupt out of the summit. What happens is the magma reservoir from deep down inside the Earth is going to create a whole lot of pressure. It's going to force the magma to the surface, but it will come out by the means of least resistance. So if it cannot make its way up the center shaft out the caldera, it'll come up along one of its rift zones, which is just a weak area or a ridge line in the volcano. Now you'll be able to see little hills and bumps coming up on the horizon in the eastern rift zone of Kilauea, just in front of us. Each little hill and bump that you'll see anywhere in the island will be a result of an eruption from some time in the past. All the lava that we're going to have in front of us here is all lava. It's all lava that has come from Pu'u vent over the last 14 years. Just in front of us is Pu'u vent. For 14 years, Pu'u vent here erupted. January 30th, a couple weeks ago, lava drained out of the center of the vent here, and it collapsed. And when it collapsed on the inside, it created a cloud of dust 800 meters high, about 2,400 feet. And the fallout created this orange dust bowl we have just below us now. This used to be black lava, but this is all dust from when the vent collapsed. We'll work our way around the other side here. When everything collapsed, it caused a backup in pressure in the plumbing system, and the lava ended up erupting here at Nepal Crater. A fissure a quarter-mile long was spraying lava 100 feet into the air. For just about two and a half hours or so, the lava erupted here in the Powell crater. And that was it, shut down then. All the black lava you see is the fresh lava, covering about 68 acres of land down there. See if we can get up to take a look at the backside of Pu'o vent. The side directly in front of us here is the side that kind of caved in. You can kind of see a big notch taken out of it already. See this big notch taken out of the back of the vent? That's what caved in. Make a real quick turn here before the clouds catch up to us. See that whole big section back there is what caved in. The lava, as it drained out, it's now about 3 times deeper than it was when lava bubbled in there. In February 1992, lava broke out of the backside of Pu'o vent, and it created a stream or river of lava that started flowing down slope. Just in front of us here is the result of that lava flow. That lava eventually crusted over on top. Lava continued to flow underneath the crust, developing a lava tube system that eventually made its way all the way down to the shoreline. 9 months. It took 9 months for the lava to reach the water's edge. You can drive all the way to the end of Highway 130. It will let you walk out a little ways. You go beyond the ropes so that the park rangers have lined up down here. Park rangers get real excited. They think you're going to step in something that'll melt your sneakers. A couple sections of Highway 130 remain uncovered. For 4.5 years, lava flowed into the ocean here, destroying Kamoa black sand